Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Jeremy, founder of quickmail.io.
Hey, this is Jack, Chief Lead Generation Officer at salesbread.com. What do we got today, Jeremy?
Today we got an awesome teardown. And this is a
There-
cool teardown, actually,
Why?
because it's through email, but it's not through email.
Hmm. I'm intrigued. I want to stay listening to this whole episode till the end, and we're going to put a 10-minute timer. But first, quick word from those sponsors, because today most B2B companies lack the time or expertise to turn your cold dream prospects into warm sales qualified leads. So at salesbread.com, we will send you one qualified lead every single day, Monday through Friday, by sending ultra personalized cold emails and LinkedIn messages. So if you'd rather not spend your time prospecting, figuring out copywriting, adding all that personalization, you know you should, but you haven't been doing a great job at it, head over to salesbread.com. Check out our content. There's a lot more than what's given here on the podcast. Learn some tricks and maybe even get in touch about having us help you make some money today.
Love it, man. Your pitch getting better and better.
Edit. Hey, you just do it 5,000 times and then that's better than times two.
300, right? 300 times.
That's right. That's right.
All right, but today it's also hard to scale an agency that manages cold outreach once you pass the 10 client mark. Keeping track of all inboxes and their sending reputation becomes an absolute nightmare. Meanwhile, you're worried how to keep getting results for your clients, but your team doesn't have the visibility on which clients needs the most attention. Not to mention having to deal with unhelpful support every day, asking why some part of the tool is not working again. That's why some of the biggest cold email agencies in the world choose QuickMail. It's no drama, it just works, and you can scale your business without worrying that things will break while you're away. So if your operation is looking for the most robust, flexible cold email outreach platform to scale your business, head over to quickmail.io and start a trial, or even better, ask support for demo. That's it.
Boom.
Getting
Well
better.
done yourself there, Jeremy. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, let's put 10 minutes on the clock and I'll
Right.
do some screen sharing.
There
Okay.
you go.
So without further ado, let's look at what we got today. It's a one touch and it's actually an email, but not an email. This was sent through Loom. Set the stage, Jeremy. What's going on here? You check your inbox and
Yeah, and I see this thing, this is Loom is a screen recording application, and then you can basically share it with other people, and then Loom will automatically just create an email saying with your comments in it. So I basically receive an email from Loom, Loom server at least, and that's from Ben. So Ben actually typed a message and sent it to me along with his video to share his video with me. So kind of indirect, but interesting.
and it landed in the right place. So
It's true.
way
Loom's
to go.
got a good sending reputation.
That's very for now, right?
For
Until
now.
somebody gets a hold of this tactic. Okay, so let's read. We're gonna do like a 2-part teardown in 8.5 minutes. So we're gonna spend a very little amount of time in the message and some amount of time on the actual video. I think there's good things to learn from both. So let's go. Subject is Ben shared a Loom with you.
It's
Then
typical,
the
right? This is
yeah,
what you get with Loom.
you might not even be able to change that. So
Yeah.
then it reads, Ben shared a Loom with you. Hi, Jeremy. And then it includes the email, which is kind of interesting. So it's like Ben at company said, Hi, Jeremy, could you use this automation for some of your clients? It gets a list of emails for all of their competitors' affiliates, so you can reach out to get them promoting your client instead. I'm moving on to a new project, so I thought you might want a copy of the tool. If it looks interesting, feel free to reach out to email or grab a time with me here, Calendly link, and then a little link to watch video.
But before we watch the video, what do you think of this outreach? Like, ignore the Loom stuff. If you receive like an email like that.
Yeah. So first of all, we may need to split this into 2 episodes, one on this message, one in the video. Who knows? Depends how interesting. Yeah. But off the bat, I thought the fact that I'm moving on to a new project, so I thought what you might want a copy of the tool was the curveball. Like, are you just giving this to me? Are you just handing it over? Like, I don't have to pay anything. And then it gets
and
end
there's a big
benefit.
string attached.
That's the
You want this thing?
curveball.
You want it? You want it?
Yeah. So what about you? What's
Yeah, I
your
felt exactly
reaction?
the same. And honestly, if it was just an email like that, I would have pressed V for labeling, and I would have typed COL for cold email, enter. It would have been put into my swap file.
But
But
that's not what happened. Yeah.
that's not what happened because this is a Loom video, and I was curious, so I click on watch. Who wouldn't?
Very interesting. It's like the fact that it has a video to back up made it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
Intriguing. Okay.
All right.
By the way, there's no personalization besides first
Nope.
name.
Yeah.
So
I
that tells
wasn't
us
even sure it
something.
was really addressed to me, but I wanted
Okay.
to check the video. I was curious.
And yeah, it's okay. And so let's take one more second for the call to action, because I think it's like a two for one here. If it looks interesting, feel free to reach out, which is basically in the email space, hit reply, or grab a time with me here, Calendly link. We don't see a lot of two for call to actions, asking someone to do
I believe he adds
either
it
or.
because he wasn't quite sure that his email will actually be transferred with the sharing. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you're probably right. If knowing that it does get shared, what's the idea? Like, what do you revise the last sentence?
That's a good question. Like, I'm wondering if I would have pressed, just reply, who would it go to? Right. And I can see that right now. Let me just click reply. And it would actually go to Loom no reply at loom.com. So that wouldn't really work out like that, right? Yeah.
So you do have to do that.
Yeah.
All right, Ben, you're sharp on your Loom outreach. Let's take a look at the video.
Fine.
Okay. I mean, is there anything else to glean?
No, I want to see the video. I almost forgot. What's the video saying?
Okay, so we're going to look at the video, but just really quick, I think this works. And I think looking at the video stats, we know that it's getting clicks because of this curiosity here.
Sure.
I'd be really hesitant if it's like, I'm promoting my new app that does that.
That's
might not be as effective.
The fun thing is, if actually this was like a normal cold email and he would have said like, hey, do you want to see the video? I would not even have bothered replying. But the fact that he already sent the video, I think now is the next step, right? So
now
the time when you could ask,
do
you want me to shoot you a video? I don't think works as well anymore.
And it helps if the video
the time in first.
Yeah, but just bear in mind, this Loom video is not for anyone in particular. Like, let's take a look, and it's muted, right? It's just for reading text. It doesn't say, hey, Jeremy. It isn't.
Yeah, zero personalization. It was no obvious that it wasn't for me.
And I'm thinking, look at this, like a completely unpersonalized campaign, except for the first name. Let's take a look what it says. Hey, I just wanted to show you. We're not going to read the whole thing, but
yeah,
the important part, how they set it up. Just want to show you this automation we got going really quick.
But can I say one thing as well, Jack? Is that Loom, if you're actually logged in, people will see your email address. You will see that Jeremy at whatever is actually watching your stuff. So you also will collect leads. You will see who is interested in potentially watching your video. So
that's very true. Very true.
But I think what he put in place, especially when you actually shoot a video, like, is reciprocity, right? So if I send you an email, Jack, and I say, hey, I shoot this video just for you, whatever, it's like, you may say, consider a little bit of reciprocity going on. Like, oh, he did spend all his time doing this video. I may actually almost maybe check out what it's about.
I thought that until I realized there was nothing about quick mail in this video. I don't know if you get reciprocity if it's not personalized, right?
No, I agree. Just to get someone to watch your video, instead of asking them, do you want me to shoot a video, right?
Good point. Okay, so let's check it out. I actually think this is a really nice format if you are going to do this approach. Look, we're at the 6-second mark, and it's already talking about what you're going to get. Wasted no time to say, we built a tool that can. And then what's more important, it's not just like a video in somebody's office. This is the screenshot of the thing. And it looks like What is this, Jeremy? Like, this is like an
It's
app building. It's like
yeah, it's Make.
not
It's
rookie, but what is this?
no, it's Make. It's it was used to be called Integromat, and it's basically a competitor of Zapier that is much cheaper and becomes pretty powerful. So Zapier is more like
Right.
mass market, and this is a bit more like
Yeah.
for the one who knows type of
Hacky.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. So then we're looking at this scrappy tool. This really does feel like someone that just moved on from it. And I'm still wondering, okay, what is it in it for you? Okay, we built this tool that can find an email list for any company's affiliates. I've used it with like 60 brands. How's the intro, Jeremy? Minute 50 seconds left.
It's
I
a
like it.
pitch. I think it.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know. I think it's a pitch. It depends. Like as soon as I saw that, it's like, oh, this is not for me. This is not a video that is addressed to me. And then suddenly it lost all its appeal. It's fine. Maybe other people will look and so on. But
is it
for me, it was
is
just
it
like,
because it wasn't like a product fit?
no,
Which
it was because the video was not for me. So you can't actually, to me, he broke this contract. The contract is like, hey, I shoot a video for, I want to reach out, like, Jack, I shoot this video.
yeah.
Yeah. It could be interesting for your client, whatever. And then you
Yeah.
do the video and it's like, it's not for you. It's just like a commercial. I think that's the thing that actually is a disconnect here. If you would have started with like, hey, Jeremy, let me introduce you to this tool, and he could have done it like quite cleverly by just like, only recording this sort of bit and then doing the rest. Then I would have worked wonder. But
Would
here
that
it's just like,
really?
oh,
If
it's a
they just said,
commercial.
"Hey, Jeremy, let me introduce you to this tool," that would work better.
Yeah, I think so, because then it would have been like, oh, he really did it just for me type of thing, right? So
Okay.
reciprocity kicking in again, I think.
Okay, fair. But let me draw attention to what I find most appealing in this video
All
is
right, tell me.
it's not, don't do like a video of your face. That's not going to work as well as this option, which
I
is
like the screen
basically,
sharing. I agree.
this is, yeah, it's backing it up. Like specifically, they're giving you like results of the tool. And in fact, at one part of the email, they show you all of the
Results, yeah.
like, yeah, the sheet of results that it delivers. But even cooler, there's like a screenshot of somebody's inbox that shows the responses. And like, I'm like detective work here.
Oh
And
yeah, I did the
don't know.
same.
Yeah, you check it and be like, oh, okay, this is terrible.
I
There's
did the
somebody's
same.
like
I say like, oh,
personal
what is the type of reply?
home.
Oh, looks great. Okay, great. So I
Yeah.
liked it. Yeah, whatever I did.
I still have to pick it up from the mail, but we'll definitely check out this week. So it sounds like it's like, hey, can I send you
That's
something in the
funny.
mail to become like an ambassador? What did you receive it? But that's irrefutable. Now, I like it or not, I believe that it works
I agree.
because of this screenshot,
But again, like, we're at 1 minute and stuff. So, maybe it could have started like that. Maybe with these things, like of his whole thing, it was so great. And say, hey, I'm going to show you our tool, whatever. And then without necessarily telling, hey, read all those great, all those great replies I had, like, the sort of like in the background type of thing. And then that may have, hey, we've received lots of emails. You don't need to say they're great and so on. You can read it.
Right.
Like,
so yeah. So it basically cool. Like, hey, Jeremy, I'm showing you the end result here of a campaign we ran with the tool. I'll get to in a second, but just so you see responses that say this, that, the other.
Oh, without actually saying it, I think it would have been even more powerful saying like, just you start on the screen and say, hey, Jeremy, I'm going to show you a screen that will, that will get you a lot of conversation, whatever, but without telling
like
you that it's great, because
even better.
our human tendency is like, oh, let me read what it says, right? And then you will see all those things, and then you will make for yourself, he's not saying it, so I make my own conclusion that those are great. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So takeaways, I'll stop sharing. Actually, I'm curious. I wonder, let's look at the call to action before we break, Jeremy. Let's see what this video actually did. So I shared my email address and a link to book my calendar. Let's see. If you want to check it out, let me know. Okay, so it's like smart, put a call to action at the last 3 to 10 seconds of your pitch, and the call to action is to reply.
Things to improve, I would have said, is like on the sharing of the video, it would have been great to say something like, hey, here's a 1 minute video or 2 minute video that I should. So ahead of time, I will know like how much am I willing to commit to, right? Like when I was clicking, I wasn't sure, like, is it like a 30 minutes video? Is it like going to be like a 10 minutes, 10 seconds video? Like I wasn't quite sure. And I think that could actually be more powerful to just basically set expectation as to what this video is going to be. And it's not going to be long. That's basically the idea.
One thing for me, and then we can break. By the way, if you like where this is heading, course.quickmail.io will take you even further. But Jeremy, I think there's a transparency issue here where like, yeah, you've got my curiosity. It feels like you're going to give me this tool that you're not interested in making money on. But it would be really nice to see. Yeah, like it's like
what's the catch? I was wondering that the whole time, right?
I think there could be a nice PS be like, hey, to be transparent, this tool is being given away to people that I want to network with, but if you end up using it like crazy, I would blah. I don't know. That I think would win a few more skeptics over.
Good points. Well, two good tips on how to improve this outreach.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Wait, we never talked about, should you actually use Loom to get your emails delivered? Is this like insanity? Is it brilliant? What do we do with this?
I love it personally. I think if you have something to show, why not? Like, just do it.
Oh, great question. Because
like, honestly, you could be like,
yeah,
like if you think about it, and that may be up for another cast because we're past our time. But if you think about it, it's a 1 minute video, right? What would it take to look at all the important prospect for you and do 1 minute per prospect video? You just do 1 minute, boom, you copy paste your text like, hey, I shoot a video just for you, which you did. It's really like maybe 3 minutes, 10 prospect, right. Okay, half an hour, you know?
Right.
If you do 20 prospect a week, it's an hour or a bit more, but that's the idea, right?
And if it doubles the amount of conversations you're starting, hopefully there's something in the back end that'll, make it worth your while.
And you'll get feedback because of the reciprocity rule, right? If you spend, some time to, do something for them, like, honestly thinking that's going to help them, they will at least tell you it doesn't. And I think that's feedback already.
Said, all right, Jeremy, thank you for a fun teardown, a little bit different this time, but we're seeing a new approach. I love this.
Yeah, me too.
Email that's not quite cold email. It's Loom email.
Loom email.
Okay. All right. All right. We've got our title. Thanks, Jeremy. Catch you next time.
All right. Bye, Jack.
Bye.